Welcome, friends, to the FMC podcast, Unfiltered Life. I'm Gina Hendrickson, and this week I'm starting a new series called Pause, where I will be offering some musings on life in this crazy, hectic world and how we can find health and balance. Times to cherish those moments in life where we experience a pause, that sigh of contentment, gratitude, and peace. It's all about the But unfortunately, that's not so easy to experience these days. At least, I know it's not for me. Thanks to the smartphone, the web, and all other social media platforms, we are confronted on a daily basis with more information than any previous generation has had to deal with. And it's not all just information, games, and cute animal videos. No, we're also inundated with the suffering of the entire planet in minute detail, served up on our feeds daily 24/7. Now add this to the relentless pace at which most of us live our lives, it leaves so very little room for that wonderful sigh, that pause of and all the wonderful experiences that bring it. We live in a spiritual and emotional state that is more fight or flight, if we're being honest. And this I know, I do not like the state I'm in. I didn't sleep well last night. One of the many consequences of living in a hyper-charged world. And after I finally conked out, I overslept, woke up late, and ever since I have felt behind in everything. I notice whenever I'm in this kind of rattled state, I want to eat something fatty and sugary. I want something that's going to make me feel better right now. And maybe that's only me, but when we are unsettled, unnerved, unhinged, it's human nature to seek a sense of balance and stability. And I find myself wondering how many addictions begin here with just wanting a little comfort amid the chaos. To get out of that rattled place and soothe ourselves with just a little something. Man, we live in crazy. So much stimulation rushes at us with such unrelenting fury, we are overstimulated most of the time. Things that nourish us, right? That give us that sigh of, things like a lingering conversation, a leisurely stroll through the park, time to savor both making and then enjoying dinner. These moments are being lost at such an alarming rate, I think. We simply don't have room for them. Honestly, I think most people live their daily lives along a spectrum from slightly rattled to completely fried as their normal state of being. So today, now by late morning, I finally do what I should have done from the beginning. I pause, get quiet, and settle down. I give myself permission to simply pause. A little breathing room to come back to myself and let my soul rest. My breathing, it returns to normal. And I didn't even notice that I was holding my breath. with a pause, a little bit of space begins to clear around me within my mind and body and spirit. And because I'm paying attention, I see for myself how the constant stimulation of our chaotic world, right, our crazy, causes us to live in a state of hypervigilance. So I ask you, just notice at this very moment, are your muscles relaxed right now, or are they tense? Is your breathing deep and relaxed? Or are you taking short, shallow breaths? Are you able to hear this podcast leisurely? Or do you feel you need to get through it quickly, speaking aloud even sometime before this moment? Come on, Gina, get to your point. What's the point? Most of the day, we simply plow through so many tasks, checking off boxes and getting stuff done. And friends, it can frazzle the soul. So we look to all our comforters, right? Those comforters to calm us down. But I know my salvation is not in the iced Frappuccino, nor the sleeve of double stuffed Oreos. Oh no. Instead, I come back to a practice that has become an absolute lifesaver, learned from spiritual guide and author John Eldredge. It's called the 1 minute pause. I simply take 60 seconds to be still and let everything go. As I enter the pause, I begin with release, right? I let it all go. The meetings, what I know is coming next, the fact that I am totally behind on everything, all of it, I simply let it go. I then meditate using the following words for myself. I release everyone and everything to the rhythm of life. I release everyone and everything to the rhythm of life. And I just keep repeating it until I feel like I'm actually releasing and detaching. Because all I'm trying to accomplish is just a little bit of soul space. I'm not trying to fix anything or figure everything out. I'm not trying to release everything perfectly or permanently. No. You know, that takes a level of maturity I know I have not fully found yet. But I can let it go for 60 seconds. Oh, that's the brilliance of the pause. All we're asking ourselves to do is let go for 60 seconds. And as I do it, even as I say it aloud, I release everyone and everything to the rhythm of life. My soul cooperates quite a bit, and I find myself settling down and even sigh that good, deep Now, let me tell you, I was surprised at what a minute can do for the soul. And you can do the minute pause nearly any time, anywhere, right? In your car or on the train, after you get off your phone while your kids are napping. You know, I know it seems small, but you gotta start somewhere. This pause is accessible and doable. Then if, like me, you have felt the world sucking the life out of you, I invite you to take the 1 minute pause, to take back your soul and find those moments I've claimed the 1-minute pause as my tool against the crazy. It sounds almost too simple to be a practice that brings me peace, but it does. It's effective because it opens up soul space and breathing room in my day. And over time, the cumulative effect is even better. It's reshaping the pace of my days. It's training my soul to find rest, right? Rest as an experience more common than rare. And you know what? I feel better. I treat people more kindly. And I see life and experience life more fully with every pause I take. So I invite you to pick 1 or 2 moments in your day when you know you are least likely to be interrupted, and perhaps try the 1-minute pause. To just breathe and let go of the moment. I release everyone and everything to the rhythm of life. Let's pause together now for just 60 seconds. I'm going to time it so you don't have to worry about it. Just breathe and let go. That wasn't too hard, was it? So simple to create soul space. Thanks for pausing in the midst of your day and listening to this podcast. Have a great week.